He's joking, ladies and gentlemen.
100 million. And there's a price for everybody, even though we won't admit it.
I mean, that is absolutely true. There's a price for everybody. At the same time, I wouldn't let my daughter do that. I'd be like, look, baby girl.
To R. Kelly?
How about this? What you're going to do is you take $50 million up front, and we'll tell this man to come back in 4 years and see if you still mean it. Because, after you have a little bit of seasoning from life, after you have some seasoning from life, you just decide.
Men used to give away their daughters all the time.
I know, but that was back in the bad years that we pretend like didn't happen.
That shit still happens.
I mean, it does happen in West Virginia, but I mean, only Trump does.
That's because they're giving it to their sister or brother.
I mean, they're not giving it to their sister or brother. They're giving it to whoever's got the check. You got 10,000, aka, or a lot of fucking Xanax. I'll let you go on, baby girl. This man gave us $10,000 in Xanax. And you know what time it is, which is hella creepy. So, in all seriousness, please don't sell your kids for some bullshit. But
yeah, not no bullshit. A lot of money.
Don't sell them for no money either. Like, just don't do it, people. Continue on.
Entertainment.
Into entertainment.
I haven't watched that yet, by the way.
Oh, Night School?
No.
This shit was hilarious.
Napoli. I wanted to talk about that in a separate podcast.
You know what? We'll talk about that in a separate podcast. But switching to sports.
Basketball season's about to start, guys.
You mean the one sport that we actually co-sign?
I co-sign soccer as well. Just let
you mean football?
And baseball.
Oh, I mean, baseball is not bad. The Braves actually won their
They're
division.
actually going to the playoffs, side note.
This is the first time in like a decade?
For the Braves?
Yeah, for the Braves?
Nah, they was good like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
But did they make it to the playoffs?
They made it to the playoffs like 6 years ago, I think. I don't know, man. I don't really like baseball. I was lying.
You fucking liar.
Y'all think the Lakers going to win the championship?
I mean, I don't think the Lakers going to win the championship, but I certainly hope the Lakers win the championship.
Why?
Because then all of the old Lakers will be mad that LeBron, and it took LeBron coming for them to win. All the new Lakers will be jazzed up, and everybody else will be like, "But this is bullshit." But y'all didn't complain about Golden State, so I want to hear it. Like you can't allow for there to be one huge conglomerate and then get mad when somebody else makes a conglomerate. At the same time, I do think that makes the Eastern Conference Finals trash.
Tristan Thompson said the East comes through Cleveland. They the 4-time Eastern Conference champion.
Tristan Thompson's about to watch his whole hairline recede when they lose, and he's gonna be sitting there like, "Damn, the Celtics! I didn't know you could do that. Damn, I didn't know y'all could do that."
The funny thing of the NBA week was, I don't know if you guys get a chance, but I want y'all to look up Kawhi Leonard's laugh. Yeah.
Have you seen the evolution of the niggas laugh? It's not like yeah. It's like yeah. It's like yeah. He's like evolving into
I don't even know what
he was like, oh, I don't really know how to talk about that. My life is a little
fun
different.
His laugh is so funny.
That was the most. He's a weird dude, but I don't think he's really used to talking. He's socially awkward.
Yeah.
He probably
So he's basically like that guy that you're talking about, but if he was good at basketball instead of good at just listening to his woman and her telling him what to do with his life. Sorry.
Oh, yo, them messages you put up, are we going to talk about that? What was that about?
We could talk about that.
Okay. Yo,
we'll talk about that in the relationship.
That was the end for the sports because nothing really happened.
We were going to talk about, what's that guy's name? Josh Gordon, but...
he did nothing.
He ain't play. So we're going to go on to music. So this week in music has been, it's been so much shit going on in music. We got the Carter 5 that dropped. It was actually pretty good.
It was pretty good, but it's dated.
Yeah, it does sound dated.
I like. It took me a couple days. Like, this is dope, but I'm like, yo, this sounds dated.
I mean,
although I did like that
the
song.
The Kendrick Lamar song sticks out. The Dedicate song, Mona Lisa, that sticks out. Dedicate was pretty good.
Yeah.
What's the other one that's
I like
out?
Don't Cry.
Don't Cry.
I love
but
that
song. The reason that Don't Cry works so well is because of the hook. The hook is just really good.
Like my boy Ace, I miss you so.
Exactly. You like my
He sounds like Evanescence, but I'm like, dude, you good back, but wake me up inside.
Exactly.
Like the little girl that sing the hook.
Hey, if you make that mashup, you better credit R. Reed. You better credit that nigga.
What?
And say that they make that mashup. People listen to your shit, get an idea, credit.
Oh, Evanescence is like, man, I love those old songs. Like, I don't know, it was Evanescence. It was someone. What's the guy that died? He was in that group. Linkin Park used to do that. Those little weird kind of sultry kind of hooks.
Yeah.
Call my name and save me from the dark.
All the super young Gen Xers
before I come undone.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gen Xers. This is a song before your time. Like, this song literally came out before you were born.
No, it didn't.
I know. I'm just fucking with them.
Didn't.
They don't know.
They were babies, though.
Yeah. So you didn't count. From there, we go into Lupe Fiasco, who had Drogas Wave, which is a magnificent album.
Y'all said that, but I didn't listen to it still.
Okay, well,
I ain't heard it
when
yet
you do
either.
listen to it,
I need to.
the first 8 tracks are basically this reimagining of slavery. If we had these people called the Long Chains who fucked up the slavery trade, then they like accuse like all the people that helped of being terrible.
People?
Yeah, like the resources. Let's be honest, the resources of being terrible. But it was a great album. It's probably Lupe's best and most coherent work in literally a decade.
Nah, I like that last one. What was the name of it?
What, Tetsuo and the Youth, or
Yeah,
the one
Tetsuo
before?
and Youth.
No, Tetsuo and the Youth is still good. Again, I'm not taking away from that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying like this is like his
16 years.
certified classic.
Like Food and Liquor classic?
Yeah, like Food and Liquor. Because like
I thought he quit.
Well, he did quit, then he came back. Like, I think after he bought his Manillas, which, if you don't know what Manillas are, they were the chains that white people used to give the West Africans when they would buy slaves. And basically, they're made out of bronze and sometimes iron. And they basically look like little chain things. And they would just give them to him, like, here, take this shiny Trisket, and I'll take one of your people. In addition to, trading for grain, crops, guns, bullets, that kind of stuff.
I thought he was a kung fu master now.
Well, he does dabble in samurai from time to time.
He does a little martial arts here and
Yeah,
there.
he does a little martial arts. I mean, again, Lupe Fiasco is like if every nerd got to live out how they want to live their lives, but had to rap on the side. Because sometimes he looks at hip hop and he'd be like, "Do I really have to spit some bars? Like, can I just go back and go play in Japan? Like,
Go play in Japan.
He's like, can I just do that?" But Lupe's back. It's a really coherent effort. He's got tracks on there like Alan Forever, where he reimagines that 3-year-old Syrian boy who died trying to cross into Europe and like what he would have been like if he grew up. Overall, it's pretty good. He's got a track on there called King Nas and another one dedicated to Mos Def. Those are also pretty good. So check it out. But the next thing I want to get into pretty quickly is Joey Purp. He came out with Quarter Thing. Quarter Thing got a song on there called Elastic. Ooh, boy, you're going to hear that one at the club sometime soon. Quarter Thing, the song, which is the title track from his Quarter Thing release, is pretty good as well. But Joey Purp is smart. He understands he's not the best rapper. So what do you do when you're not the best rapper? You get the best beats that you can humanly pay for.
Best beats you can find.
And make sure that your hooks are tight enough for people to nod their head to. Because at the end of the night, if you can't be a great rapper, make lounge music and make one club banger.
Make good
somebody,
songs.
Exactly. Just
Nobody
make good
cares if
songs.
you
You
can
have to be the
rap.
best rapper.
Only hip hop heads care if you can rap.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
you make good songs, no one cares.
You're right.
That's the thing about Drake. People call him great because he's talented, but honestly, if you really break down Drake, he's not really that good.
No,
he's above average. Don't get me wrong. He's above average, and he
Yeah,
can probably
definitely
stick with the best of them.
I like Drake.
But he can't beat them.
And moving in from there to the next topic, which is Supreme and Boy. Do you know who Joe Budden is?
No.
Repeat that into the mic.
No.
Okay. So that's the cultural divide.
I bet they don't know who the other guy is either.
Do you know who Sci-Hi the Prince is?
No.
Okay.
We don't know Sci.
No, they don't know Sci-Hi.
Sci-Hi ain't never did nothing.
Kanye ain't really put that man on. But basically, Joe Budden is an old rapper who made a song called Pump, 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 Pump It Up.
The nigga from Love and Hip Hop.
Remember Love and Hip Hop? Remember the old light-skinned dude who was really mad at everybody and bald head? Yeah, bald head. Say it, Armstead. Say how you say it.
I got a bald head.
Exactly. It was like that. He had a bald head. But, so basically, Sci-Hi the Prince, rapper you don't know, challenged Joe Budden, other old rapper that you don't know, to a battle for 500,000. So we're going to wait for this episode of...
He retired, man.
The
He
same
ain't
dude
gonna
that was like, man, you ain't been on Bad and Bougie. You been on Bad and Bougie.
Remember that guy who talked to, who Migos almost beat up? That guy, the old
They weren't
the
gonna
old
beat
guy?
him up when they were their little Hawaiian shirts on. Trying to look tough.
Hey, man, Offset was willing to do it, though. Offset was willing to do it. He was like, man,
Is that the one that don't speak English?
No, that's the other one.
Yeah, that's
Take
the
off.
other one.
That's Take Off. Take Off the one.
Work every day with no day off. You just play a little bit talk like that, but I didn't talk. But I'm like, nigga, you from the north side, nigga. When I grew up, all the rich people stayed on the north side. Something went strange up there.
Something strange in the water, man.
Yeah,
All of a sudden,
bro.
north side turned to straight gangsters. You like, didn't you go to a public school that was like 8 or better?
Didn't you
Like,
go to Lake Lanier?
Didn't you go to Lake Lanier every summer? Didn't you have Six Flags season passes? Like instead of the rest of us, we had to collect Coke cans to get that $10 off discount.
Boy, you don't know nothing about that, boy. You don't know nothing about that.
I mean, I don't, but I'm just
don't
saying.
ride roller coasters and you don't.
Yeah, he don't.
I don't.
It hurts.
No, I used to go.
It does not hurt.
With Upward Bound, which great program if you got kids. Get them into that. If you don't make a lot of money and you want to get your kids to be able to do stuff for the entire summer, don't have to worry about them.
I went to summer camp.
Finishing, well, it's kind of like a summer camp,
should
but
go
it's
to
for people
space
who want to
camp.
go to college. But finishing up, what we're going to do is we're going to go into relationships very quickly.
Woo.
So we got a couple of different topics. What were you saying, Reed, about the topic that you wanted me to talk about?
Well, you sent me some message and I didn't get it because you didn't give me the full context of it.
Okay. Let me go back.
It was
to
like,
these
bitch
messages.
nigga sent you something, and I was like, what bitch nigga wanted? And then I was just like, when
No,
bitch,
I get you.
It's in our own personal message.
So basically, what happened is this bitch nigga was talking about how this main guy put up a post talking about how black women need to defend black men because we're under attack. And so, of course, bitch nigga came around and said, well, black women don't largely rape and abuse black men. Nor do they make black men feel unsafe at night. It's like this was not a post about who rapes who or who makes who feel uncomfortable at night. These are all issues we can address on an individual by individual basis. And also he said statistically, women are less likely to report cases of abuse perpetrated by black men than women of other races. All right, we're not talking about that. We're talking about black men asking for help. Like, if you want to have that conversation, you can start a whole different Facebook thing, and we can talk about how, that is a problem in the community because, yes, we do want women to come.
Everybody does that. That's not a thing subjected to just the black community.
Exactly. And if you look at white statistics, white women report rapes by white men at lesser rates than rapes by men of other ethnicities. I mean, that's something that's not unique to black people.
No, he a fake feminist because it's bitch a feminist.
Because
I'm sorry, she's the man, he's the woman.
Well, I mean, that's what somebody said about Wale the other day. They were like, Wale, the hip hop's first black female rapper. It's like that's cold. That's,
Who, Wale?
Yeah, they're talking about Wale. I was like,
I'll say that was Drake.
I mean, but he's not the first though. Like you can say one of the most prominent.
What,
but
female
you can't
rappers?
say first.
Drake?
Yeah, like,
Drake is the best female rapper out there. I'm sorry.
I mean, people have said that again. He's the most prominent female rapper out there.
Or maybe Ja Rule.
Well, Ja Rule was the first person to put singing on the map, and everybody clowned him for it. And now your favorite rappers all do it. Every single one.
Check this out. I was watching something on YouTube last night, and they was talking about a bunch of people who like pretend to be rich, but they really broke as shit. And Ja Rule was one of them. And did y'all know recently Ja Rule actually tried to do like a little island thing where he tried to.
That wasn't recent. That was like 2.5, maybe 3 years ago.
Well, not recently, but yeah, sometime I just saw it. So a while ago.
I mean, it was targeted mostly to rich white people, so that's why you didn't see it. They didn't advertise in your neighborhood.
That's what it is. Well, then you know about it already.
Well, no. Continue. No. People may not know.
Yeah, it was just crazy because he supposedly did some type of scandal or something like that where he tried to get a bunch of people to come out and spend money, and they was talking about the food and stuff that they had. They said it was like molded bread and just hamburgers and just regular hot dogs and stuff. It was roasting them. They was roasting them, and then now he ends up owing them a lot of money, and then he got a lot of backlash from it.
Getting back on subject with bitch nigga.
No, you're fine.
What we need is don't switch the subject. I understand that maybe you're feeling some kind of way, and you feel like maybe all black men aren't rocking with black women, but there's a time and a place for every conversation. I don't go to your funeral and talk about what a deadbeat piece of shit ass nigga you were, because your funeral is not the time to do that. If I want to talk shit about you, I need to talk shit about you before you die, or wait a little while and then talk shit after you die. But don't show up to the funeral talking shit, because at that point, I feel like, again, this is one of those times where you should be able to have legalized murder. If I come up to your funeral talking mad shit about how you was a deadbeat and whatever, I feel like you asking to die.
What bitch nigga don't understand and what bitch nigga will never understand is, I keep saying this and no one gets it. No one is scared of a black woman. And it sounds like it's fucked up. They are better educated than black men. They have better jobs than black men, statistically speaking. And
statistics?
They do not fear them. When you go in times of war, and it's always going to be like this, you kill male children and you kill the men.
And the teenage boys.
And the teenage, they're dead. Boom. Because a young man will grow up and rise against his oppressor. Until we get black men in a more prominent position, I know it sucks. It sucks.
It does.
They're not there. It's fine. But we need more black men. That's like when everybody was like, man, this first black woman, this, first black woman. That is fine.